This is my favorite type of video to film. We're here for another wardrobe update. We're gonna talk about some new items in my wardrobe. We're gonna talk about some current obsessions. We're gonna talk about one possible declutter. We're gonna talk about a little new styling tip from yours truly. So sit back, relax, and let's just have a little yapping session, shall we? First up on the roster are my new Hermès boots. These Hermès boots I showed you in a little photo from the Vestiaire Collective ad during my last wardrobe updates. They're now here. I have changed out the soles on these, so now they're literally like new. I mean, when I showed these from the Vestiaire Collective, let me just hold one. Holding two is a little bit annoying. When I showed these from the ad on Vestiaire Collective, basically, they looked a little bit worse for wear. When I got them, I took a little video. The video didn't turn out that well. I'm not sure why, but I'll insert it right here so that you can see it anyway. The sole was very much worn out. I was a little bit afraid of my cobbler saying that they were too worn out. But I got to my cobbler. I showed him that these are the boots that I desperately need help with. What he said was that I came to him in the right time, because if the little stitches underneath the sole would have started to come loose, then he said that there would be little he could do, right? As long as the shoe is still like sticking together, he's confident that he can fix that shoe, right? So what he did was that he put this sole underneath like the main part of the shoe, and he also changed out the sole on the heel part of the shoe because that one also looked a little bit worse for wear, or a little bit worn out, we should say. The shoe itself was a little bit lackluster in terms of the leather, right? But he polished them, and I don't know what kind of sorcery went on here, but they look basically like a new shoe. Do you see these? I think they look fabulous. And obviously what drew me in, first off, the color. The color of this boot, I think, is just perfect. It's that perfect kind of cooler toned dark brown that I like to call espresso brown, right? And it's matching a lot of the things in my wardrobe perfectly. I recently filmed like a little styling video with recreating Pinterest outfits. These came in clutch, literally. I think I paired these with basically everything. So I'm obsessed with these. I think these boots will be my perfect brown boot for years to come. I'm so happy about these. I think I paid something like, oh my god, itchy face. I think I paid something like 3,500 Swedish crowns, was it something like that? And to have them fixed at the cobbler, I paid like 100 euros. So all in all, for an Hermès boot, I think that's a pretty good price, especially considering that now these are basically like new. Now this specific style is not available at Hermès, but a leather boot from Hermès, it's like 2,000 euros. So I think my, total of 400 something euros, 400 and some change, is a pretty good deal. Like, just look at them. These are just gorgeous, brilliant, stunning. To make these winter ready, I'm just gonna buy a thick sole because I bought these in a little bit of a too big size, which was intentional because I want to have a thick sole in them, similarly to what I did with my Stuart Weitzman boots. My Stuart Weitzman 50/50 boots, I don't have to show them to you because you already know that those are literally my favorite boots on this planet. Those boots are just brilliant, gorgeous, fabulous, and that is the proof of concept of why I was willing to pay still a pretty penny for a riding boot. I wear those boots all the time. I adore those boots, and I just wanted like the perfect little brown alternative to my Stuart Weitzman 50/50 boots. So that's how these ended up here. I wanted to have a brief chat also about my Angela C boots. These are my Angela C boots that I bought, basically both of them on Sellpy. I bought one black pair and one brown pair. These are literally my perfect boots. I'm obsessed with them. What I wanted to update you on is that I put a sole under them, so now they're ready for the winter. Similarly, I'm gonna buy a thicker sole for these as well so that I can wear them in the colder weather that we will have here in Sweden, right, in winter. But what I also wanted to say, right now I feel like I have my perfect brown pair of suede Chelsea boot and my perfect black pair Chelsea boots in suede. So the thing is, now another pair of shoes has become kind of redundant in my wardrobe, which are my ATP Atelier little booties. They're a little bit more dainty, right, in terms of the sole, and they don't look quite as you know, kind of proper shoe. These look more like slippers when I wear them. But the thing that makes me more keen on the Angela C boot, wait, let me just put them down, is that the Angela C boot, for one, has a more substantial sole, which will inherently make them stand the test of time better. And the fact that the toe is more almond shaped on the Angela C versus the ATP Atelier. The ATP Atelier sole, if we can see we see right here? Yes, I think so. The ATP Atelier sole is basically a little bit more slightly square shaped. As you see, it has a little bit more flatness at the toe box versus the almond kind of shape that the Angela C boot has. And in my opinion, an almond toe or a pointy toe shoe is what looks best on me. I know a lot of people are super keen on like square toe boots. I'm just not. I don't want to offend anyone, but for me it makes me look a little bit more stubby in a way. Like it's not my, like, frumpy maybe is the word. It's not my preferred look, at least not with like how it makes me feel and how it makes me feel like I look, you know? So I think these I might declutter, and these I will keep and just start wearing, right? And also I think since I would have to basically do some maintenance on these, I think I'd better just part ways with them instead of spending additional Swedish crowns on having these like changed out in terms of the sole, because these are getting super slippery. The sole obviously has basically no grip anymore, but the Angela C boots I think feel like such high quality boots. On the brown pair, we decided to, we as in me and my cobbler, decided to put a brown sole underneath the main part of the shoe and keep the black part of the kind of heel sole. It doesn't look the most aesthetic, I guess, because you can see that there is a black sole right here and then there's a brown sole right here. The thought process was basically that next time this little black part of the sole needs to be changed out, then we just change it to a brown one, but it doesn't make sense to change it out now because this sole still has a lot of life in it, right? If we can just see right here. I mean, it's far away from the actual little wooden part of the sole, right? So we decided to keep that as is and then just add the brown sole underneath the shoe. So even if it doesn't look the most aesthetic right now with black and brown under the shoe, we thought that was the best plan of action to make sure that we get the use out of these shoes, or not the shoe specifically, but this little sole that it deserves. And changing out this type of sole costs approximately 50 euros, right? So I'd rather just do one thing at a time and make sure that like I actually use the things that are on the shoes and that can be used. But why I added this was that it only had a leather sole, and obviously when you have a leather sole, you have to add a rubber sole if you live in a climate that's similar to mine. It's rainy and it's like snowy and stuff like that, so you need to protect your little shoe. Now the next thing are hair bows. These are not particularly luxurious, I guess. These are just from Amazon. I just thought they were super cute. I borrowed a green one of these from one of my friends a while back, and that photo I think turned out so cute, so I just wanted to buy more hair bows, and here we have two. I got these in like a little set from Amazon. It took them literally a month to get here, so I'm not sure I would recommend these specifically, and also they came very crumbled up, so this is the result of me having steamed them to look all like pretty and pristine. A hair bow just adds additional cute vibes to any outfit. I think my favorite way to wear them is to just do what I just did, like add them to a like ponytail, especially because that makes me feel like I have to wash my hair less often because I have something on my head that distracts from the mess that is my hair. And anything that will prolong the time between the days I have to wash my hair, I'm obviously a fan of. Hair bows, such a simple and easy little way to elevate your outfits, and I think I paid like 10 euros for the both of these on Amazon. Right. Now, two items that are new in my wardrobe. First off, let's just talk about the espresso brown thing that you're seeing on the screen at the moment. This is my new little Eric Bompard scarf. This is 100% cashmere. This is 100% fabulous. This is 100% the perfect color. I'm simply obsessed with this scarf. This scarf is just everything I wanted and more. I was basically craving an espresso brown scarf. I did a little search like on Sellpy and on Vestiaire Collective On Vestiaire Collective, what do you think popped up? This specific scarf. I think I paid something like 60 euros for it, which I think is a pretty good deal. It feels like a very high quality scarf. If you can tell, like, the texture of the scarf, it's very soft and it almost has this little fluffy kind of texture to it, which I think looks super cute because it adds some additional kind of dimension to my look. It almost looks a little bit furry, if you can see that. I've seen a lot of people talk about, like, what are they called? Scarf coats? Coats with a scarf attached? I don't know the technical term, but I've seen a lot of people talk about those. I would say I don't think you get a lot of style opportunities out of buying one of those coats. I think you're better off buying a scarf that matches one of the coats you already have, because then you basically get that matchy component that coat scarf or scarf coat, whatever, a scarf attached to a jacket that you can't take off, whatever. Everyone has one of those. Like, the original one is the totem one with the little white stitches around it. I think, like, the look is cute, but I don't think it's worth it because you already have a bunch of fabulous coats, likely. You probably also have a bunch of fabulous scarves, but if you have a favorite coat, just buy a scarf that matches that coat and you get the exact same look for a lot less than if you were to buy a scarf coat. Or whatever they're called. Insert the name here if I come up with it as I'm editing. This scarf I'm obsessed with. Also with my Talbots cashmere sweater. Do you see these together? This is just fabulous to me. This is also giving kind of scarf sweater. I've seen a lot of scarf sweaters too, like with a scarf attached to the actual sweater. But this is giving the same mood, right? Especially OMG. And then paired with this. 100 shades of brown, and that's where we're at currently. And whilst we have her here, I mean, obviously the Talbots cashmere sweater, I'm still 100% obsessed with. This, I think, was one of my best purchases in recent months because I wear this so much. Like, when I'm going home for Christmas, like, I can't think about not packing this because this has become such a staple in my wardrobe. And when I travel, I only pack my current favorites. Because why would I try to be kind of adventurous as I'm traveling? It's better to just pack your favorite things and just wear them on repeat as you're traveling. Otherwise, you'll just have a bunch of clutter in your, I was gonna say wardrobe, but I meant suitcase. And you won't know what to wear because you only brought those cutesy things that you never wear, but you have the intention of wearing at some point. Don't pack those things, just pack your trusty dusty favorites and you'll be so much happier. Another new thing in my wardrobe is this Pringle of Scotland cashmere turtleneck. This cashmere turtleneck, I think it's just fabulous. It has a basically creamy white color, which for me in winter, creamy white feels more true to my style, right? A crisp white, I adore a crisp white, but that to me feels a little bit more spring summer. So I ordered this. I basically had some credits on Sellpy from selling some stuff. This one is 100% cashmere, like I said. The brand is Pringle of Scotland. One of you guys actually convinced me in the comments to test out Pringle of Scotland in terms of their cashmere. I can definitely say that this is a fabulous piece of cashmere sweater. I think this one has a little bit of a vintage fit, which I definitely do enjoy quite a bit. It has a little bit more of a wide sleeve, and then I don't know what makes it feel vintage, but just the look of it, I can't like pinpoint why, but when I wear it, it just feels like it fits me like a grandma sweater would fit me, you know, like not a new grandma sweater, like an old grandma sweater. And I am simply here for it. As we know, like dressing like a grandma is my favorite thing to do at all times. And this Pringle of Scotland cashmere sweater, I'm so happy about. I will say though, this is great quality cashmere. I'm not saying it's not great quality cashmere, but the Eric Bompard cashmere is still taking the win in terms of the softest cashmere in my collection. I also got some new jewelry gifted to me from Linjer. This little necklace is called a fleur necklace. I think it's super cute. It basically kind of glimmers in the light beautifully. I hope the camera is picking it up, but in real life, I've gotten so many compliments on this. I spoke about this in another video, but initially when I got it, I was a little bit scared that the little kind of plates or the little mechanisms that hold these gold plates together would snag on sweaters. because we all know how much time and effort I put into curating my perfect sweater collection, right? But this has not snagged a single sweater, and when I feel it like this, it's a very smooth chain, so I don't think it will ever snag anything, which I'm super happy about, because I've had some of these types of necklaces before where they have like gotten caught in fabric and stuff like this, which is just a nightmare. So this, I must say, feels like a very high quality piece, and this is a 14 karat gold chain, which is just fabulous. Like I am still fangirling that from having this little channel, I'm able to get to try out such beautiful pieces and have these to recommend to you. So this is just like one of my new favorite things. It's made me also want to kind of experiment a little bit with the necklace stacks I'm wearing. You all know I've worn that kind of heart, silver A, and snake chain pairing for a long time. Now with this little new necklace, I'm just like, an all gold necklace stack is kind of fabulous, don't we think so? Like with the heart still, with the snake chain, but just this being a new addition to the stack, I think it's just fabulous. So what do you guys think? Similarly with the rings, I also got I think this is called the Evelina ring, with lab-grown diamonds, 14 karat gold band, and a morganite stone in the middle. Linjer does lab-grown gemstones, right, which makes it at a lot more of an affordable price point than it would be if they didn't have lab-grown gemstones. And you guys already know my take on lab-grown versus mined diamonds and gemstones. I think lab-grown is the future. I don't think mined diamonds and stuff feels very 2025, which we're almost in, right? So this is just mesmerizing to me. I'm just like, OMG, do we see her? Which also made me inspired to put a little other another little ring stack that I'm usually wearing. So on this finger, obviously I'm wearing my little Linjer piece. On this finger, I'm still wearing the same as I basically almost always wear, which is my Esdomera little ring stack. It's a half pave, it's a 1 karat moissanite, and another half pave, so it's 3 rings in total, right? This little ring stack I got gifted to me a year ago, and it's held up beautifully. Even my mom said it. She's like, when you first got that, I thought it looked a little bit too much, but now that you've worn it so much and it's held up that great, she's like, that is a beautiful little ring stack. So this I'm super happy with. I think the clarity of the moissanite from Esdomera is just beautiful, and it hasn't like gotten foggier during the year that I've worn it. So this, and it sparkles so beautifully. This is just stunning too. And you see these two together, I think they look kind of cute. Amazing. And on the other hand, I'm wearing this little ring stack, which is a half pave once again, and then a bigger, I think 1 karat moissanite. Both of these are from Msblue. I think these are also super cute. I will say though, the clarity of the moissanite of this ring in specific, it's not as clear as the Esdomera, which is weird because my little 1 karat earrings from Msblue, they're super clear and super sparkly. This is also very sparkly, but the clarity is not the same. I'm not sure if that's just a fault with my specific ring that I got, but can you see? Do you see that the clarity on this ring is better than this ring? I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to pick that up, but anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on those. Obviously, this one I haven't had for as long, and the Esdomera ring I've had for a year, and the Linjer ring I've just had for a few weeks, right? So obviously, I will keep you posted. I'm just obsessed with this ring stack. I think just pairing a bunch of jewelry together elevates your look, so you can wear those kind of simple, basic outfits, but then you just add some pizzazz and some sparkle and sprinkles with the jewelry, which is kind of my mindset currently in terms of style. And then obviously I'm just still wearing the same things I always wear, my Cartier watch and my Hermès Click H bracelet in whatever color I feel like that day, obviously. And now just a final reflection, because we all know I started my decluttering series. I've failed miserably. I've not decluttered anything, basically. I don't think I'm in the right headspace currently to be decluttering, or at least not to do a major declutter. I'm currently in like a job change. I thought this would be a good time to declutter, but I'm realizing that it simply isn't. I feel like it's better to declutter when I feel more stable in general in my life, right? Versus when I'm going through a change. So I think I'm just gonna pause the decluttering stuff for a while. I might still do a dress declutter because I feel like I have a lot of dresses that I don't reach for ever. So that might be something that will reach the channel, but otherwise I don't think I'm gonna continue to declutter right now. I might do the odd declutter kind of activity here and there, like with the ATP Atelier boots. If I feel like I have something in my wardrobe that's a better alternative versus another alternative in my wardrobe, then I might declutter, right, just to streamline the collection of items that I have. But I don't think a major declutter is conducive to me improving my style at the moment. I feel like it's just overwhelming me a little bit, and I don't think it's necessary. Like, I feel like I would rather just currently try to buy less and not add stuff to my wardrobe versus try to take a bunch out and try to streamline it to my perfect wardrobe, right? And especially because I have so much stuff that is such high quality, and sometimes when I declutter, I'm just like, yes, I have 46 blazers, 44 of them I adore, right? Even if I declutter 2, like 44 versus 46, that's like not even a % difference, right? So I think I'll just pause the declutter for the time being, and then if I want to pick it up, you guys will see it on the channel. If I don't, then you know, it doesn't really matter. Or does it? No, I don't think it does. So that was just all of my thoughts in terms of this wardrobe update. I'm sure this was a long video. I thought with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points that I had that we would get through this in like 10 minutes, but clearly your girl likes to yap. So we've just been yapping now. And on that note, I will love you and leave you and let you get back to whatever more productive thing you were doing before this. If you enjoy this little chatty session, then please don't forget to give this video a little like and subscribe to my channel for more little yapping sessions. I put out videos on Thursdays and Sundays at 3 p.m. Swedish time, so I hope to see you back here then. I wish you a nice rest of your day, and until my next video, stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.